If you're taking the time to listen to this, I guarantee that this affects you or someone you know. And what I'm talking about is cancer. Unfortunately, I've had several family members die and several close friends die of cancer. Some of them common, some of them not so common. But what I want to share today is just something that really deserves a closer look, and that is CAR T cells. Just stick with me here till the end. I'm going to share a resource that will be highly valuable to you or perhaps to someone that you love. And I'm talking about chimeric antigen receptor T cells. This is a type of immunotherapy that uses the patient's own immune cells to fight cancer. T cells are a type of white blood cell, basically the cleaners of the blood, if you will, that play a key role in the body's immune response. In CAR T cell therapy, T cells are collected from your own, a patient's own blood supply, essentially. They're genetically modified in a lab, and maybe you have some strong beliefs about that, but basically they are modified and they are used to produce a special type of receptor on their surface called chimeric antigen receptors. You don't have to know science, you don't have to know chemistry to understand this, but basically it's just a point of reference to have a further discussion with your oncologist or a researcher, just to look for a center that actually is utilizing these techniques and these therapies. These CAR cells are designed to recognize and target specific proteins found on the surface of cancer cells. So basically getting the white blood cells of a patient's body to really find and hunt down these cancer cells and attack them. Once these T cells are modified, they are put back into the patient's body through an IV, and when they're there, they multiply and they basically begin their attack. They're swarming around the body and they're hunting down these cancer cells and attacking them. They bind to the proteins on the surface of the cancer cell and lead to the destruction of these cancer cells. This is a promising treatment with people with certain types of cancer, particularly blood cancers or liquid cancers, if you will, such as leukemia and lymphoma. And they are being utilized for a variety of other not new types of cancer, but new treatments for existing cancers that have shown poor response to traditional therapies. And it's just amazing. There are over 500 clinical trials going on right now that are testing the engineered T cells. And I encourage you to check out Eric Topol, Topol. He has written a fantastic article called Engineering T Cells. You can find it on the web. And he's talking about exciting and recent advances in cancer, autoimmune conditions, and reversal of scarring of tissues, including heart and potentially lung and beyond. So there are many conditions that aren't necessarily cancer, like I alluded to just a second ago with a heart attack or myocardial infarction, and something that's even more, I would say, horrific or insidious is pulmonary fibrosis, where the lungs scar up and the patient basically slowly suffocates over a number of years, and the treatments for that are not very robust. So it's very exciting to see what the scientists are doing, pushing the boundaries forward. Hope you found that helpful. If you like this content, be sure to comment and subscribe, and I'll be talking to you soon. Have a safe and fantastic week. Be well.